Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Rohit Rana and my topic is UART. We have to study communication protocol introduction by UART and UART communication condition for communications and how UART communicate step of UART communication and advantage and disadvantages. Introduction. UART stands for Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. It's not a communicate protocol like SPI and I2C but a physical circuits in microcontroller or standalone IC. It is a computer hardware device for asynchronous serial communicate in which data format and transmissions speed are configurable. A UART main purpose is to transmit and receive serial data. One of the best things about UART is that it only uses two wires to transmit data between devices. Why UART have to study? UART may be used, high speed is not required, and inexpensive communication link between two devices is required. UART communicate is very cheap, single wire for each directions and ground wire, and simple hardware. In UART communication, two UART communicate directly with each other. The transmitting UART converts parallel data from a controlling device like a CPU into serial form, transmits it in serial to the receiving UART, when then convert the serial data back into parallel data for receiving device. The UART that is going to transmit data receive the data from a data bus. The data bus used to send data to the UART by another device like a CPU, memory, or microcontroller. Data is transferred from the data bus to the transmitting UART in parallel form. After the transmitting UART gets the parallel data from the data bus, it add a start data at parity data and stop bit data, creating the data packet. Next, the data packet is output serially bit by bit at a transmitter pin. Receiving UART reads the data packet bit by bit at receiving pin. The receiving UART then converts the data back into parallel form and remove the start bit, parity bit and stop bit. Finally, the receiving UART transfers the data packet in parallel to the data bus on the receiving end. Now we have to see the diagram. See in the diagram there are 7 bits in transmitting and there are 7 receiver output. Condition for communication. When the receiving UART dedicates a start bit, it starts to read the incoming bits at a specific frequency known as the baud rate. What is baud rate? Baud rate is a measure of the speed of data transfer expressed in bits per second (bps). Now we have to denote bps. And second point is both UARTs must operate at about the same baud rate. The baud rate between the transmitting and receiving UARTs can only differ by about 10% before the timing of its bits get too far off. You can see the diagram. One diagram is packet and data frame. One start bit from the then we have to start 7 bits. How UART communicate? Start bit. The UART data transmission line is normally held a high voltage level when it's not transmitting data. Second point, to start the transfer of data, the transmitting UART pulls the transmission line from high to low for 1 clock cycle. And third point is when the receiving UART dedicate the high to low voltage transition, it begins read the bits in the data frame at a frequency of the baud rate. What is data frame? The data frame contains the actual data being transferred. It can be 5 bits up to 8 bits long if parity bits is used. If no parity bit is used, the data frame can be 9 bits long. In most cases, the data is sent with the least significant bit first. What is parity? What is parity? Parity describes the evenness or oddness of a number. The parity bit is a way for receiving UART to tell if any data has changed during the transmissions by electromagnetic radiations, mismatch baud rates, or long distance data transfer. After the receiving UART reads the data frame, it counts the number of bits with the value of 1 and check if the total is an even or odd number. If the parity bit is 0, then it's mean even parity, then 1 bit in the data frame should total to an even number. If the parity bit is 1, then it's odd parity, the 1 bits in the data frame should total an odd number. When the parity bit matches the data, the UART knows that the transmission was free of error. But if the parity bit is a 0 and the total is odd, or the parity bit is a 1 and the total is even, the UART knows that bits in the data frame have changed. Stop bits. Now we discuss about the stop bits. To signal the end of the data packet, that sending UART derives the data transmission line from the low voltage to high voltage for at least 2 bit duration. Now we are talking about a receiver. What is receiver? All operation of the UART hardwares are controlled by a clock signal which runs at a multiple of the data rate, typically 8 times the bit rate. The, the receiver sets the state of an incoming signal on each clock pulse, looking for the beginning or the start bit. If the apparent start bit lasts at least one half of the bit time, it is a valid and signals the start of a new character. If not, it is considered at a superior pulse and it's ignored. After waiting a further bit time, the state of the line again sample and the resulting level clock into shift register. After the required number of bits period for the character length 5 to 8 bit typically have elapsed, the contents of the shift register are made available in parallel fashion to the receiving system. The UART will set a flag indicate new data is available and may also generate a processor interrupt to request that the host processor transfer the receiving data. Communicating UART usually have no shared timing system apart from the communication signal. Typically, UART recognizes their internal clock on each change of the data line that is now considered surprise pulse. This is the working of UART. And second one, it is a standard feature of UART to store the most recent character while receiving the next. This is double buffering give a receiving computer to entire character transmission time to fetch a receiving. And other one is UART have a first in first out but memory between the receiver shift register and the host system interface. This allow the host processor even more time to handle the interrupt from the UART and prevents slow receiving at high rates. Now what is transmitter? When the receiving UART detects a start bit, it starts to read the incoming bits at a specific frequency known as states or known it bound to any fixed time interval. As soon as the sending of system reports its character in the shift registers of the previous character. Since the full duplex operation required character to be sent and received at the same time, UART used two different shift registers for transmitting and receiving character. This is the what is RS2 232. RS-232 recombinant standard 232. It is a standard for serial binary data signal connecting between data terminal equipment. It is denoted by DTE, and data communication equipment it is denoted by DCE. It is commonly used in computer serial ports. One of the significant difference between TTL transistor logic level UART and RS-232 is the voltage level. Valid signal RS-232 plus minus 232 plus minus to 15 volt. A signal near 0 to volt to not valid for RS-232 level 2. Now we have seen the table of logic and voltage. Logic, if the lower then the voltage is plus 3 to plus 15 volt, and if the voltage is high then there is minus 32 to 15 volt. You can see the diagram of the pin of the RS-232. And what is the advantage and disadvantage? Advantage: only uses 2 wires, no clock signal is necessary, and has a parity bit to allow for error checking. And fourth one, the structure of the data packet can be changed as long as both sides are set up to it well. And last one is well documented and rarely use method. And second one is disadvantage. The size of the data frame is limited to a maximum 9 bits, does not support multiple slave or multiple master system. The baud rates of each UART must be within 10% of each other. Thank you. Have a nice day.